Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
This.
Give me all you got!
Listen,
Give me all you got!
swear me and my brother.
I can tell you I don't have money, but what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
Right now! I want to talk! You kill him! You kill yourself, you motherfucker! Give me back my son! Help! I didn't kill my wife! I don't care!
Hello and welcome to Stand and Watch, the best and only dad movie podcast you're ever going to listen to because we killed all the other ones, but it's okay because they were pedophiles.
They had to die. They were doing it to kids, Matt. Kids. And no one was doing anything. We had to stop them.
Is that your Oscar clip?
My Oscar clip. He should have won that year.
Was he nominated?
He was he was nominated. He was the only maybe it was him and Keaton.
Rachel McAdams was nominated.
Was she?
Yeah. Keaton was
I don't know,
nominated. Was he nominated? Was Ruffalo nominated?
I believe Ruffalo was nominated.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Mark
See,
Ruffalo.
I'm gonna go right past reactions from the Catholic Church and go to accolades.
Mark Ruffalo has been nominated for 4 Academy Awards.
What would it have been?
All four Best Supporting Actor for The Kids Are All Right, Foxcatcher, Spotlight, and Poor Things.
He got one for Foxcatcher?
Yeah.
Was he was the older brother, right? He
I-
was Channing Tatum's brother. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Because Channing Tatum's the one that gets killed. Mark Ruffalo tries to. Yep. Okay.
How many?
How
many was Spotlight nominated for? Because it didn't only win. It won Best Picture, but did it win anything else?
I think it won screenplay. Okay, here we go. It won for Best Picture. It was nominated Best Director by Tom McCarthy.
Okay.
Best Supporting Actor Mark Ruffalo. Best Supporting Actress Rachel McAdams. Best Original Screenplay it won.
Okay.
And then it was also edited for Best Film, or nominated for Best Film Editing. So 7 nominations, 2 wins. Not a bad take. Not a bad take. I don't know about that. I don't know about Rachel McAdams getting the nom that year.
No? What do you have against Rachel McAdams?
I love Rachel McAdams. I don't think it's her best role though. She should have been nominated for Mean Girls.
But she wasn't.
Yeah, those movies don't get nominated for anything.
But just because she wasn't nominated for Mean Girls and should have been doesn't mean she shouldn't have also been nominated for Spotlight.
I think she's fine in Spotlight. I'm not like watching Spotlight like let's watch Rachel McAdams. Like I'm like I want Mark Ruffalo yelling. I want what's his name? I want Michael Keaton being like, no, we go when we go. We go when we go. I want that stuff.
But
the scene where she's interviewing the priest is really good. She's like, and you didn't feel aroused? There was no arousal?
I think most of this movie is very understated. Other than him yelling.
That's
That's like the one thing. But most of them, they're just people. They're just people, man.
there's people being people.
Yeah.
Okay. And I do like her, and we'll get into it obviously.
Have we
don't
introduced
wanna-
ourselves?
I'm Nick, by the way.
Yeah, I'm Matt.
Hi Steve.
Hi, Standees.
How you guys doing? Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
If you couldn't tell, today's movie is Spotlight.
I mean,
2015
you
Spotlight.
should be able to tell. It's the title of the episode. Unless you're a viewer, in which case the title is some clickbait thing. Why are you
I don't think
watching why are you watching a podcast?
I don't think the viewers read. I think they just click shit.
They just click, oh, new episode, play.
Fuck you. That was for the not for the listeners. Listeners, we love you. Viewers.
Yeah.
Do you think there's been someone watching and we do that and they're like, "Well, I'm out. I'm out. That's enough."
Good. I hope so.
I think I'm just gonna listen from now on. They're really mean to me when I try to look at them.
Then we've accomplished our goal.
We're like house cats. We're like, we want you to be aware of us, but we don't want you to. Don't look at us. Don't do it. Don't you fucking do it.
Don't perceive us. We don't want to be perceived.
No. Hey, you know what? I was thinking about Spotlight, and you know what? This is our second movie that marries Boston and pedophiles.
Yes. Is it our second
Yes.
pedophile movie? I feel like we talk about pedophiles so much. Surely there were
We
other
talk
pedophile movies. Or are they
it's
just all your stories of running into pedophiles?
I've survived. I guess survive's the wrong word in that case. I outmaneuvered. Did I outmaneuver pedophiles? Is that the right word?
I
Look,
mean,
I've had some close
you've had some
cool
close
runnings isn't the word.
run-ins.
Close runnings with some pedophiles that you gotta be careful. You got to be careful. That yeah, there was the seventh grade English teacher that told my mom like we just haven't connected. Guy had bells on his fucking shoes. Even in seventh grade, I knew this man was a pedophile. I just looking at him was like that guy fucks kids. He had that read, and if I could find a picture of him, Matt, to send you, I would. I don't care. I don't
Did you
care.
f
I'll say his name.
I'm I'm pretty sure you've said his name on this podcast before, but, remind me, did you find out he was a pedophile while you were still at this school or long after?
I found out in college.
Okay.
They found what's the technical term is now is it CP or CSAM now? They found it on his work computer, and they're like, you gotta go. You gotta get out of here, man.
Why?
Get
Why on your work computer? Come on. Be
it was
smarter
for
than
his
that, people.
it was for his work hour. You know, his planning hour. These teachers all love their planning. If I hear one more teacher talking about their planning hour, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I had a teacher that really loved his planning hour. He had CSAM on his work computer. That's what I'm gonna say. So they'll stop talking about their fucking work hour or their planning hour. You're not planning. You're taking a nap. I know it.
It sounds like you have
Stop
something
calling it.
it sounds like you have something against teachers just in general.
I just didn't really have any teachers that like I felt like had my back. I had one that I really liked, and then she got mad at me because I didn't like her son because I thought he was a tool bag.
So
He was like a
you
year
so
older.
so you had bad teachers, so you just think the whole bunch are all
I
bad.
think I think they're all bad. I think all of them are bad, but that's not their fault. It's the system, Matt. The system. You know what other system's really fucking broken? The Catholic fucking church, man. Fucking broken, man. Great segue, I know. They call me Segue Man. Let me click back to my Wikipedia page. I have the Wikipedia page here. Spotlight is a 2015 American biographical drama film directed by Tom McCarthy and written by McCarthy and Josh Singer. Film follows the Boston Globe Spotlight team, the oldest continuously operating newspaper investigative journalist unit in the United States until Bezos has something to say about it, and its investigation into the decades-long cover-up of widespread and systemic child sex abuse by numerous priests of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Boston. Although the plot was original, it is based on the series of stories by the Spotlight team that earned the Globe the 2003 Pulitzer Prize for Public Service. The film features an ensemble cast including Mark Ruffalo, Michael Keaton, Rachel McAdams, John Slattery, Stanley Tucci, Brian Darcy James, Liev Schreiber, and Billy Crudup. The Spotlight was shown in the out of competition section of the 72nd Venice International Film Festival, the Telluride Film Festival, and the special presentation section of the 2015 Toronto International Film Festival. It was released on November 6, 2015 by Open Road Films and grossed $898 million worldwide. Received widespread critical praise, with critics lauding the performances of the cast, historical accuracy, and screenplay. It won numerous Guilds and Critic Association awards and was named one of the best films of 2015 by various publications. Spotlight won the Academy Award for Best Picture along with Best Original Screenplay from 6 total nominations. I think I counted that wrong earlier. Making it the first Best Picture winner since The Greatest Show on Earth in 1952 to win only one other Oscar. Wow. The film also won the Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture. I think that was the same year as Mad Max, if I'm not mistaken, and The Revenant.
Yeah.
And there was a part of that night where I thought Mad Max was going to get it. I was like, well, are they really about to? Mad Max had won like 6 or 7 awards in a row, and I was like, I think Mad Max might take it all.
I think Mad Max won every single technical award except maybe
Yes.
cinematography.
And yeah, I mean, because I remember there was an app I used to use, kind of like some of the gambling apps people use now, but I wasn't gambling. It was just like it would be like, who wins more awards tonight, The Revenant or Mad Max? And I remember I picked Mad Max, and I like it was like a pool. and there was no money at stake. You could win money, but you weren't spending money. And so there was a moment where the gambler in my brain was like, I think it could go all the way and win it. Who do we want to try for the smell test on this? Can't pick anybody from the Catholic Church.
Is anybody from the Catholic Church in this movie?
I was, maybe. Don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
Um,
We know Ruffalo's clean. We've checked him before.
Have we?
Have we checked Keaton?
I don't know
I
if
think
we've
we
checked
checked
Keaton.
Ruffalo during Collateral.
Did we? Oh.
We've had Ruffalo in a few movies, and we've checked him at one point. He's squeaky clean.
No, we didn't do this segment when we did Collateral, though.
Not Collateral. There was another movie he was in that we've done.
Why don't I remember this other movie he was in?
What it was, but he did pass the smell test.
Okay, I believe
promise
you.
you, I
If
promise
you
you.
say it, I believe you.
Do we want Brian Darcy James? Do we want Rachel McAdams?
Let's do Liev Schreiber.
I was gonna suggest Leave. I wasn't sure. Let's see. Where's he at? There he is. Middle of the thing. 58 years old. Wow, he is younger than I thought he was. That's my Ray Donovan right there. That's my Ray Donovan. I don't know who the kids consider their Ray Donovan, but that's my Ray Donovan. This is my new bit. I'm convincing people there's other Ray Donovans besides him. Let's see. Scrolling down. Oh, is he a Nepo baby? He does have... No, I don't see a parent with a clickable link. Okay.
He's got a brother.
Pablo Schreiber. Half-brother, actually. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
Half Canadian, half American. He's like one half of each of us. Pretty neat. Philanthropy. Yeah, I don't think we have it. Let's see. Relationship with British actress Naomi Watts. Son was born in 2007. Been in a relationship with Taylor Nielsen since 2017. Lived in a loft apartment in NoHo in Lower Manhattan, New York City, that was shown in Architectural Digest. For some reason, I knew that. I don't know why I knew that, but I knew that.
Why do you have such Baroque knowledge of Liev Schreiber?
I don't know, and I want it gone. Get it out of my head. Philanthropy. In an address published on the president's website, Zelensky said that Blue Check Ukraine, founded by the actor, had funded programs for psychological support and evacuation of more than 20,000 orphans from boarding schools and orphanages in Kharkiv, Dnipro, I'm butchering these names, and Odessa regions. He also partnered with an organization called KidSafe, which had rescued over 10,000 women and children from war-worn areas of Ukraine. On August 16th, Schreiber and another ambassador, famous Ukrainian footballer Andriy Shevchenko, visited Kyiv and held talks with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. Schreiber and Shevchenko also visited Bucha and Borodyanka, which were heavily damaged by Russian bombardment. Schreiber, along with more than 700 other actors and entertainment industry figures, signed an open letter supporting Israel in the Gaza war, published by pro-Israel organization Creative Community for Peace. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. I was like, okay. It was like, that game in The Price is Right with the yodeling guy. Like he's climbing and you got to stop him before he falls. We didn't stop him. We didn't stop. He loves peace. Does he pass the smell test, or we're on the fence? Is this the first official? Does he get the first official Alex Garland award?
I'm gonna say no comment.
Okay, we're on the fence.
Yeah.
Just like our hero Alex Garland, we are on the fence. You know what I'm not on the fence about are these data-proof letterbox reviews that we pulled from the website. Good spin out of that. Good tailspin out of that. I've got mine from Meyi. It's spelled M-E-Y-I. They are patron saint of Letterboxd. Praise be to thee, though, I might not want to do that this episode. And they said, yeah, very good. 4.5 stars and a heart.
All right, I got one here from Liam F, who is neither a pro or a patron of Letterboxd. Shame on you, Liam. He gave this
Heathen.
movie 4.5 stars and a heart and wrote, "Surprised they resisted the temptation to call this All the Pope's Men."
They did. Hey, you know what? They backed the boys and Rachel McAdams. They did. They did. Back when journalism was still living and breathing.
Back when people didn't like pedophiles in power.
Oh yeah, man. This is a hard episode to do in our current situation. You're a little more removed from it, but woof.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like to live in a country where they don't arrest the pedophiles.
Man. Yeah, it's bad, man. It's bad. Like I had an epiphany, and we'll get into the movie here in a minute, but I had an epiphany, and I want to say it was like fall of last year. It was around the time when I was coaching football. And there was an Amazon ad. It was right around back to school time. And it was this mom like complaining about her kids and having to buy back to school stuff. And like something in my brain snapped. Like I like had I been had I been in a public place, I just would have started ranting at somebody like, "We need to be better to the kids. We need to be nicer to the kids. They are the future." But I saw that ad, my brain broke. I was like, "Oh, we don't give a shit about kids. This is the last hurrah. It's us, man. We're fucking riding the fucking what's that movie with Doctor Strangelove where he's riding the nuke?
Yeah,
We're just fucking riding the nuke to the end, man."
I'm
But
surprised
yeah,
it
they're
took you
just
I'm surprised it took you this long to realize that old people do not care about the kids.
there's there's just this big discontent to like these little people who are like going to be the future and are going to be the people who decide like, "Oh, hey, Nick Kaufman who used to do all those podcasts, he's talking to himself in the corner again. He's not on a podcast. We should put him in a we should put him in a home." And if I'm not nice to those people, they're going to put me in a really shitty home. And I just don't know, man. And there's the whole religious aspect to it. Like, the whole thing about religion is you're doing good while you're here because you think you're going to be rewarded for it later. And I'm just
What's
like,
the
why don't we do good now?
what's
Why don't we
the
do good now?
what's the quote? What's the from True Detective? If the only thing making a person do good things is the promise of a divine reward, then they're an asshole.
I am overdue for a season one True Detective rewatch. I think it'd be cathartic to like rewatch that right now and just watch the long shot, watch them fucking clean up. Oh, I kind of just want to buy a pack of cigarettes and watch the first season of True Detective. Can we do that as an episode? Just smoke
I
while we're
mean,
talking about True Detective.
you don't have to smoke to watch True Detective. You can just watch it.
I want to smoke while I'm watching it. Drink some shitty fucking beer. I've got the hair for it now.
Hang on, I gotta find this direct quote now because it's bugging me. People are like, "That's not what he said." Hang on.
That's not what he said. And I'm not one of those people that have backtracked and are like, "I think season 2 is actually pretty good now that True Detective was woke." But I do like the casting of season 2 if I'm going to give it a compliment. Otherwise, I'm like, "No, this is too messy. This is too much."
I remember and we'll get back to Spotlight in a minute. I remember when I started, I was like, I need a new show to watch. I'm gonna watch True Detective. I've never seen it. And very much made the conscious decision when I finished season one, I think I'll just stop.
You made the right decision. I've never watched 3.
Yeah.
I watched like 4 or 5 episodes. So this is at a special time when I had just finished college. I was sleeping on a friend's floor most nights because he just broke up with his girlfriend and I didn't want him to get back with her. So I was sleeping on his floor every night so he wasn't lonely. And we were we were watching a lot of HBO. And there was that show with Jack Black about a war in the Middle East called The Brink
Why
that
don't
was really good.
I don't know. I've never heard of this show.
I think it premiered the same year that Silicon Valley premiered.
I didn't even know
So
he
it
was in
was
a HBO show.
it was yeah, so it was True Detective season 2, The Brink, Silicon Valley, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, back when it was like popping and like brand new. And we would just like every Sunday night, like I was already staying at his house, but I was on his floor watching these 4 shows. And it just got to a point where like we made it was like appointment TV to sit down. But then we got 5 weeks into True Detective 2, and there was before the next episode, we were like eating dinner or doing something, and we looked at each other and we were like, "Do we want to watch True Detective season 2 anymore?" It's like, "No." So it just the night got pushed back to like, "Okay, we'll you get in bed, I'll get on the floor. We'll watch we'll watch The Brink and everything else."
Yeah, I considered it because I don't know, I've heard season 3 is fine. I was like, "You know what? I'm just gonna pretend I'm just gonna that's it. That's all I need."
Season 4 broke my brain because there were a lot of people that I respect, whose opinions I respect about stuff, who were like just glazing that show up. And I remember like watching it, and I liked that first episode. I was like, "Oh, this is very spooky mystery, cool." And just the further on it went, I was like, "This isn't coherent." I and so it not being coherent made me mad, and then it not being coherent that people whose opinions I respected were liking it made me mad, and I just had to stop. I stopped, and then when that last episode came on, I was like, okay, I kind of do want to know how they got all like blobby. Let me see what it is. And I thought the reveal of that was pretty cool. But having now seen all those episodes of that, so I've only seen season 1 and season 4 all the way through. Yeah, I stopped listening to a lot of people's opinions about shows.
I stopped at season 1 and I thought, I could do season 2, 3, and 4, but maybe I'll just watch something else."
Did you find that quote, by the way?
I did. It's, if the only oh, hang on, my phone turned up. "If the only thing keeping a person decent is the expectation of divine reward, then brother, that person is a piece of shit."
It's a good quote. I'm gonna guess that was McConaughey.
That was McConaughey, and, it's a good quote, and A, Rachel McAdams was in season 2, so that ties into this movie, and B, um, Catholic
Pedophiles.
Catholic priests ties into this movie. That quote ties into this movie.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't have anything bad to say about Spotlight. Do you?
Um, I wouldn't consider this a fault of the movie, but, you know, it's no All the President's Men.
I think the I think the 9/11 thing's a little shoehorned in. Like I get it. I
Yeah.
get it that it kind of breaks up the action and like it draws focus away from. I get it, and I get that's how it happened. But I'm like, you're just padding this movie out at this point. Like we know that 9/11 happened. But I will say it's only like a 5-minute padding because it happens, and then Mike is in Florida learning about the pilots that hijacked the planes, but then they're back on the story right away.
Yeah, you could take it out.
You could take it out, but yeah, it was 9/11. It was 9/11. At least it's not like that Robert Pattinson movie where the twist at the end is that it's 9/11. Sorry if I spoiled a movie that I don't know the name of. I think it's called Remember Me. Yeah, so the movie opens there. Basically, the cops are interviewing a kid, and the mom, the priest are diddling. They're diddling.
They're
But the city of if there's one if there's one thing the city of Boston loves more than yelling slurs, it's backing pedophiles and protecting them, protecting the Catholic Church.
Well,
And
just to be fair to the city of Boston, if we've learned anything from this movie, it's not that the city of Boston was protecting pedophiles. It's that um, it seems most of the world was protecting pedophiles.
yeah, that's true because yeah, you get to the end of the movie, it's like, hey, these are all the places in the world where the priests be diddling,
It
and
was
there's
a
like
it was a
4 or 5
it was a big
pages.
list. It took up the
It's a
whole
big
it took
list.
up the whole screen.
If you saw this in IMAX, I kind of want to see this in IMAX just to see that screen on that list on an IMAX screen.
I think this is the only movie I've ever watched where when like the after movie text came up telling you what happened afterwards. I think this is the only movie I've watched where when that popped up, I was like, "Jesus Christ."
He was there. He was crucified on the walls watching it all happen. Sick
Like,
fuck.
just to, like, most times you'll watch a movie and that, like, this is what happened afterwards, text will pop up and be like, "Oh," or "That's good," or "Oh, no," right? But, like, when this popped up the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, I was almost physically ill.
Oh, I love that it ends on like a there's a happy note for Cardinal Bernard Law who like is sent sent to the Vatican.
Yeah.
Like he gets
He
sunsetted to the Vatican.
I think the text even says, like, it's basically a promotion. Because I think it says it's, like, the highest honor, like, you could have, and it's like, "What the fuck are we doing here?"
Uh, and happily, I'll let you know that that man died in 2002. So rest in piss, bozo. But yeah, yeah, they could have. As soon as they put that like little promotion up, they could. Why don't you build me up? But because he just rides off into the fucking sunset, like, hey, I hit all those kid diddlers.
I mean
Here's the promotion.
I mean, as we've learned in real life, being a pedophile, it seems, does not come with much consequences.
No, no, not at all.
Yeah.
Um, what else? This is just a tough movie to talk about because it's sadly so time. It's still very timely.
Yeah, I
Evergreen.
mean,
It's evergreen.
I mean, not in the sense that there's journalists doing journalism. That doesn't really
No,
happen
no,
anymore.
they're dead. They're saving all the breaking news for their book deals.
Yeah, and all the
Which
ones they're either doing
which is
that or well, they're doing that because it's the only thing that can get them any money,
yeah.
and the
It's
ones
I
that aren't
I
doing
hate it.
that are putting it on their Substack that nobody reads.
Yeah. And I'm being a bit glib, but like yeah, that is the one way they make money. Otherwise, they put it in their paper which nobody reads.
Yeah,
And then that's it. That's it.
yeah, where they run a Substack, which nobody reads.
As somebody who's spent a lot of time with the written word the last few years, I got to say I think I backed the wrong horse on this one.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I agree.
But what do I know? I'm an idiot. Uh, great cast in this. Um, there's a scene I forgot about in this where Ruffalo's character is talking to Michael Keaton and not Stanley Tucci, John Slattery's character in their office, and they kind of bring up that stuff's being hidden, and Mark Ruffalo says, "Good German." I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right, you're right." And John Slattery's like, "You sure you want to be saying that?"
He's like, that's not a comparison you wanna be making."
I do love Slattery in this. This is post Mad Men, right?
Yeah, I think it's just after Mad Men.
I love it. He should direct more. I'm fresh off a rewatch of Mad Men. Some of his episodes like were the standouts, and I'm like, yeah, he should definitely direct more. Uh, the investigate like I like the montages of the like you see journalism. You just see journalism before the digital age, right as the
I
digital age is like starting.
I love it when people in a movie go into a room just filled with boxes of files.
Fuck, it's the hottest scene in a movie.
Yeah, just going through dusty files. Oh,
And it's so real because Michael Keaton's character walks in, he's like, "What's that smell?" And it's I think it's Brian Darcy James is like, "Oh, there's a dead rat in the corner."
yeah.
And they're just I love that they have these old like church directories that they're just sitting in their basement. Just sitting in the basement of the Boston Globe. And I just love how this movie makes Boston feel like a living place. It's a living racist pedophile hiding place, but it's this feels like this small network of people. And you have your higher ups like Michael Keaton's character, the folks that run the school, the prep school that he went to, all these lawyers rubbing elbows, and you feel like they're all connected. And then you have all of these, everyone who is poorer than all these people, they're all connected to the priest that raped them.
This really is a metaphor for America, isn't it?
It's really spot on. If you're below a certain tax line, please, please go to your assigned priest. He will. Christ, man, it's a depressing, like, it's a hopeful movie to watch because 'cause you're like, "Yeah, man,
Yeah, they did it.
hard-hitting
Yeah, they
journalism."
did it. They uncovered it. But then
They
also, you know, they mostly got away with it still.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
there's also
there's that one guy, Rachel McAdams goes to like a retired priest and just flat out says, "Did you, molest these kids?" And he's like, "Yeah."
but I didn't get no enjoyment from it, let me tell you.
Yeah, he's just full, "Yeah, I did it. I did it. I got no pleasure from it, but I did it. Yeah." Like he's so good. He's so okay with just admitting it.
And just these powerhouse people in Boston are just like okay with it happening. They're just kind of like, it's the Catholic Church. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna? It's been we've had them forever. It's Boston and the Catholic Church. We can't be separated.
You know,
It's
I'm
like,
s
well, maybe you should.
I'm
Maybe
starting
you should.
I'm starting to think the Catholic Church is not a good organization.
No, I'm starting to think they're all pedophiles.
I'm starting to think it's kind of an evil organization.
Yeah, yeah, they're
Yeah.
bad people. Right up there with the current U.S. Government. Yeah, that the administration. Just let's just put them all in the same. I'm gonna put them all in the same stack because, I mean, I don't know, man. Just call. It's all someone has to do is call him a pedophile into a microphone in front of a camera, and it all starts falling down. It
Does it
all
though?
starts falling down.
Does it? People have been calling them pedophiles. I don't think it's working. They don't care.
I don't know, man. I finally watched the new Watchmen show from 2019, and I gotta say, really fucking good show. But one thing that it did that I really liked was Doctor Manhattan. Have you seen it? Have you seen this?
I have not.
Did you watch the original movie
I've seen parts of it.
or read the comic? So Doctor Manhattan's this all powerful being that can do anything. Blah 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 blah. And by the end of the show, he's dead. And one of the main characters like, yeah, he was really nice, but like he had the power to change all this, and he didn't. So fuck him. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, I agree. Like, it gets to the point where I'm like, yeah, if you have the power to change something and you don't, fuck you. I don't care how nice you were. I don't care. So, like, we were just reading about Liev Schreiber, like doing some great things, but like, come on, man. Like, if you have the power, and maybe that he's a bad example, but you know what I mean. Like,
I mean, look, some people are out there fighting the good fight and trying to bring back cursive.
hey, those are the real modern heroes.
Yeah, those are the real heroes.
Those are the fucking heroes. But yeah, I'm to the point where like if someone has power and they're doing nothing, you can be the nicest fucker in the world. I don't care. Fucking die. Get out of the fucking way. You are holding it up. Give the power to someone who's gonna fucking do something with it, you fucking pussy. Fuck. These are fucking kids, man. And so like and rewatching this and i- if you're rewatching this, the Mark Ruffalo part's coming up and you're getting amped up. You're like, let's fucking go. Let's go, Mark. Let's go. Let's fucking go. But you feel his fucking rage because like, no, we have all this shit. Let's fucking bury them. But you also get Michael Keaton's side because he's like, no, this isn't gonna bury them. We need more. We need more. And he's also got that guilt from like kind of burying the story back in the day. So he was part of the problem. And I also think this would be, obviously, this would be a good like double feature with All the President's Men, but I think this would be a good double feature with Civil War.
Why? Because the journalists in Civil War are subhuman?
Just from the journalism standpoint, yes, because everyone from Michael Keaton and John Slattery is like generation. They just kind of they kind of seem like they're at the gate, like holding the gate closed for a little bit in this movie, where it's like, did we fuck this up? We might have fucked this up. It's very subtle. And finally when Keaton's like on board and ready to get out of the way, you feel them getting out of the way for the next generation of journalists. And that's the part where he's most human in it. It's right after he's met with the hockey player from his school that was assaulted or raped. And yeah, he's finally like, well, you know why I wasn't raped? Because I didn't play hockey. And in that moment, it's like, oh, he's finally on fucking board. He finally knows that like this could have happened to him. This could have happened to anybody. And it didn't happen to him. And this movie just steams my fucking broccoli, man. Just not the movie, just the circumstances and how bad everything is right now, and how little a shit people give about kids. It's fucked.
I'm starting to think old people are the problem.
Careful, don't generalize about boomers or Gen X. They'll tell you to kill yourself or say that you're dead inside. Be careful. I apparently upset some blue sky boomers, which I didn't know was a subset of human. Didn't know that.
Oh, boomers. Why are they still around?
Rachel McAdams also has a really good scene in this. She's interviewing one of the victims. Forget who that is. Is that McLeish? No. No,
That
McLeish is the young hotshot lawyer. Read your fucking scripts, Robbie. I love that delivery. No, she's interviewing one of the victims. Not Phil Saviano's the priest. I'm blanking on the names, but
is it
anyway,
it's Howard from Only Murders in the Building.
yes. So she's interviewing him, and she's like, "Yeah, he assaulted me," and she's like, "Well, the language is really important here. What happened?" Like, and I do think because you see journalism, you see journalists now kind of just loosely use whatever words, like they won't. It's like when a teacher is sleeping with a student. Like the way that it's reported, if it's one teacher versus another, I don't have to go into detail, but I've seen some examples where it's like, why are you reporting it? It's rape. It's rape. It'll be like female teacher was in a relationship with a sexual relationship with this student, and you're like, that was rape. That was statutory rape. It wasn't a relationship. Like, come on, man. I'm sounding like a blue sky wacko right now, but what else do you like about this movie, Matt? To get back to the movie.
Um, there's a subplot where Rachel McAdams, is it her mom or her grandma? That's like a
I think it's her grandma. It's her grandma.
her grandma's like a devout Catholic who like goes to church all the time, and she like goes to church with her. And she's like through the whole movie, she's like, "Oh, I gotta tell," she's like holding off telling her grandma. And at the end, like she's sitting there watching her grandma read the story.
Rewatching this, I was reminded of how, and you brought it up earlier, but I was reminded of how human everyone is in this. Like Mark Ruffalo's living in a shitty little apartment that hints at like that his marriage isn't going so hot right now, and he runs to the office on a Saturday, and you're like, oh, this guy's like in the middle of a divorce or something, and then you have Brian Darcy James' character who finds out that one of the is it a halfway home, or what's the term for the priest? Like, is it a hideaway home for the what is this for these priests? Like these hiding
A
homes?
layer.
A lair?
Yeah.
He finds out that there's one across like down the street, and he's like, "Ah, I got these neighbors, they've got kids. I feel like I need to let people know that like there's a diddler here." And again, this is before the internet. This is before you could go on the internet and find the red dots everywhere. And that's having kids that are reaching that age where I need to have that conversation about, hey, this house right here with the red dot.
And
Don't talk to any.
you have a specific house that you can point to.
I have two. I have two on this street. Two.
Two pedophiles?
Remember, one of them broke ice with me during that ice storm, and I didn't realize it was him until after the fact.
I thought it was just one. You have two pedophiles on your street. You must have gotten a great deal on that house.
Uh, it wasn't listed on the internet, so I think that's why. I think that's why. It's a nice house. It's a nice house, aside from the pedophiles. And the grass doesn't really grow too well, but we're more concerned about the pedophiles.
Well,
But yeah, that scene now like living near a house. They're not priests, but now having red dots basically across the street. I'm like, yeah, we need to tell them, hey, that house. Do not talk to the man in that house.
you gonna write a little note on a piece of paper and stick to the fridge like you did in the movie? Stay away from this house.
I think I'm just gonna tell my kids straight up, hey, we don't go to that house because that guy's a diddler.
But
And then
what if he sings a song about how he's not a diddler?
go on.
Because if he sings a song about how he's not a diddler, that's how people will know he's not a diddler.
Will he get his mortician to do his makeup? I don't like kids, and I yucky. Oh, what an episode! Stanley Tucci's also really good in this.
Yes, it's one of my favorite things in movies is when Stanley Tucci shows up.
Honestly, he probably could have gotten a nom too for his role. What is he? He's Garabandini. Yeah, Mitchell Garabedian.
Garbedian. He's an Armenian lawyer going after
Really,
the church because he knows they're pedophiles.
and I love how the church like calls him out because he's not Catholic. Like I love that like anytime someone's going after the Catholic Church, they're like, "Well, he's not Catholic. Of course he's going after us." It's like, no, you're a fucking pedophile. You're
Yeah.
a fucking the the other Catholics should be going after you. But no. No, it's just it's a club. It's a fucking club. And now it goes all the way to the top. It goes all the way to the top. Everyone, they're all diddling kids. All of them. All of them.
Probably.
We're one step we're one step away from becoming a Pizzagate podcast.
Look, all I'm saying is in the hit video game Assassin's Creed 2, you as the protagonist kill the Pope because he's evil.
Yeah. And you know what? People weren't mad at that Assassin's Creed.
No, they weren't. And you know what? They should make more Assassin's Creeds where you kill evil popes because most of them are evil and pedophiles.
Yeah.
Jury's still out on Chicago Pope.
Chicago Pope seems like a good egg, but I reserve.
He is a pope, so he
could change.
He is a pope, so he could be a diddler. The odds are high.
I also like how everyone at Spotlight is like very coy about talking about their investigation around other people at the paper, and how everyone at the Globe is just like these gossipy fucks. Are you investigating the church? And they're like, no, shut up, go away, get out of here, Carol. You fucking nosy bitch. Go back to your desk, Carol.
I do love in all these journalism movies. There's always just the underline. Well, we can't let this other paper break the story first.
They're gonna break it and they're gonna ruin it. They're gonna ruin it.
Like we have to be the ones to break it.
The guy who leads Snap is like, he's like, I'm gonna take it to the, what's the other paper?
Oh,
It's not Boston Times.
I don't know. I don't remember.
But yeah, he threatens to take it, and they're like, no. They're gonna ruin it. They're gonna ruin it. And they're gonna bury it. Don't do it.
Yeah. Or when Stanley Tucci is like having court documents unsealed or whatever. Mark Ruffalo was like, no, you got to don't do it yet. Wait until I'm back in town. If you do it now, the other papers are gonna get a hold of it. Like
they're gonna scoop me.
Right.
It's good to know that scoop culture hasn't changed a bit.
I love just the underline, like we have to break this story because people have to know they're doing it to kids, but also no, it has to be us. We can't get scooped.
I can't be scooped. It's one of my least favorite things about games journalism is when someone's worried about getting scooped in games journalism. Like it's the new Resident Evil. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and I do love how Mark Ruffalo is the one that gets the most mad. He gets that saying they let it happen. We have to do this now, right? But he's also the one who's like, no, don't release those documents yet. We can't let other papers get the story.
It's our story.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, I reiterate, I think it'd be great to watch this back to back with Civil War. Because I think Civil War is a movie that says like, hey, you can be if you're a really, really good journalist, you're probably a really, really bad human. Yeah, it's one of those things. And again, like you see some of those issues with the scoop side of it, or the generational side of it. And yeah, this is just one of those movies where people are really good at their job.
Yeah.
And now you know those scenes where you saw a full newsroom. Cut that by like 90%. If you did, you can't. We're not going to get many more of these movies.
No, because it would just be 2 people in an empty office and one guy video conferencing from his basement.
I'm I'm gonna jump from like I'm gonna jump from a roof the first time we get a movie about like some world breaking journalism done on a Substack. It's gonna happen. And I'm gonna be like, I don't it's gonna be Game of Thrones, Tillman, just right from the balcony.
You know, you can't make a journalism movie about modern journalism because even when there is like a breaking story, like, oh, that breaking that story could be a movie, it would just be someone typing on a laptop and clicking publish.
Well, and you couldn't do it because the investigator would be too busy chasing clout on Twitter or whatever social media site they're on.
Yeah, the whole movie would just be them scrolling through like archives on the internet and then, tweeting something and then type in their little Substack and clicking publish. There's no movie there. You need dusty files.
You need dusty files, you need an old building and a storied paper.
You need an editor who backs the boys.
Look, if anyone from the Washington Post is listening, and you should be because we are on G fucking Q, get with the fucking program. But if you're at WAPO and you're listening, you can be the third echelon of that paper. You can go, you can you can really do some hard hitting reporting, and fucking you you can beat Bezos. You can report on that motherfucker. Report on his sex dens. Yeah, he's got sex dens. I'm sure he does. He calls them sex dens, I'm sure. I'm just saying, just fucking be like fucking be a good journalist, god damn it.
I don't think they're allowed.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you got the previous generations like, well, you can't take that job because that'd be scabbing. Everyone that got fired from the WAPO can't take jobs at WAPO anymore, or you're a scab. Guess you got to go start your blog because we're not gonna hire you at our independent Substack. No, sorry, Bob. Mm-mm-mm. Catholic Church went. All the Catholic Church had to do is outlast journalism, and it only took them 20 years. They're like, the Pope. The Pope, who's this old ass man, is reading the newspaper. Like, we can outlast this thing. This dusty ass old man's like, we can outlast media, right? Yeah.
I don't even think they had to outlast journalism. They just had to outlast people caring about pedophiles being arrested,
Do you,
which
do you
didn't
think there
take
was?
long. Didn't take long.
Do you think there was one priest like when the paper came out? He's like, "Well, it's over now. It's over. The golden age, the golden age of diddling is over." And now everybody looks. All the other priests look back at that priest and they're like, "What a fucking idiot! What a dipshit!" Do you think there are any priests on Epstein's island?
No, and I'll tell you why. Because
He
they
was
had
Southern Baptist.
they had their own collection.
Hmm. They didn't need. They didn't need his island. They had the Vatican.
And they didn't need his island because they were just like, no, the parents will just bring their kids to us.
Okay, here's how we're gonna beat pedophilia. Are you ready? You know how we have baseball cards, sports cards for like the best athletes of all time.
You want pedophile cards?
We need collectible cards for pedophiles.
That
We
just
need
sounds like
collectible
you're
cards.
celebrating pedophiles.
No, we're not. Because then you get a vigilante and he starts collecting the cards. But he's collecting the cards and he's killing them one by one. Look, I'm writing like 7, but oh my god, I can't say Kevin Spacey's character is the good guy. He's doing 7. He's doing 7 but with pedophiles and it's because he has their collectible pedophile cards.
Bold of you to assume there would be a vigilante and just not more pedophiles.
I'll tell you what, my my son's favorite Mario character right now is Luigi, and I was a little proud of him for that. I was like, yeah,
Good for him.
yeah, good for you. Good for you, little buddy.
Yeah.
I love you already, but I love you even more. That's awesome, dude. I'm gonna tell you about this other Luigi when you get a little older. Oh man. Anything else about Spotlight?
It's good.
It's a really good movie. Go watch it. Go back journalism. Go support really good journalists that are actually doing the job and not chasing clout on the internet. Um, yeah, and kick a pedophile in the fucking head. There's a there's a f- there's a 5-star movie. If I give it anything less, it's the pedophiles win.
Well, now you've kind of put me in a box here because I was going to give it 4.5,
I give
but
it 4.5 on
but
Letterbox
that
just
means the
because.
pedophiles win.
Yeah, give it 5. Do you want the pedophiles to win?
I guess I'll give it a 5 because I don't want the pedophiles to win.
Now, on the dad scale, is this a dad movie?
Yes, they go through dusty old files and they do a job very competently.
The only way this is not a dad movie is if you're a Boston dad. To which I say, why are you backing pedophiles?
The only way this isn't a dad movie is if the dad is a pedophile.
That too. There's just a pedophile dad there rooting against the spotlight people. Like 9/11 happens and he starts hooting and hollering, clapping like a fucking seal. Like, yeah, bury that investigation.
Do you remember the South Park episode where Mr. Garrison went back to his hometown and he goes to his dad? He's like, in the whole episode, he's like acting like, why, Dad? Why? It's like, what? It's like, why didn't you molest me as a kid? Why wasn't I good enough?
Was this an older episode? I'm blanking on this one.
I might have been. I think it was maybe season, I want to say 3 or 4.
Was this before his sex? Okay, so it was before his sex change.
Hang on. Mr. Garrison, Dad. It is season 3. It's from the Worldwide Recorder Concert episode when they discover the brown note.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't remember this, but I've been watching a little more South Park recently because it's on at the gym in the mornings.
Yeah.
And it's the funny because I work out at the college, and it's the funniest thing to see someone who is like a current college student like looking up and watching something happening from like an early South Park episode and just being like, "What?" Like kind of have the same response my mom had back in the day.
Mr. Garrison confronts his father about the issues of sexual molestation. However, the issue was not that his dad had molested him, but rather that he felt neglected because his father had not molested him.
He's Before they turned him into Trump, he was the best character in the show. He was right up there with Randy and Cartman.
And Butters. Don't forget
And
Butters.
Butters. Don't forget Butters. That's the Mount Rushmore of South Park is those four.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% dad movie. They like people who do their jobs really well. Dads like the newspaper.
They,
Dads love the newspaper.
dads love it when people go through dusty old files. They like Michael Keaton.
They like Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah. Um,
I think dads also like Liev Schreiber.
I think so too. I think
I
it's just,
I think
again,
every dad's a Ray Donovan dad.
even if they've never seen it, journalism or no, dads love a movie that's just about people who are very good at their job.
Hmm. Hmm.
Nothing gets a dad off more than watching a movie where someone just does a really good job at what they're supposed to be doing. Just just competent workers.
Dads also like a movie that doesn't forget.
Where were
Not
you?
Where were you when they ran out of stuff to build the ladder to heaven?
9/11.
Yeah, I'm giving it 100.
Yeah, I agree. You know, it's
Th-
not
th- is it
100 though.
what is it? What is it?
Neil deGrasse Tyson, also known as our IMDb goofs.
Does Neil deGrasse Tyson does he like pedophiles?
He must because he went on to IMDb and submitted a bunch of goofs for this movie, and right now we're gonna scold him for it.
All right, I've got one right here. Very downvoted, 33 downvotes, 13 upvotes at the time when I took this picture. Ben Bradley jokingly claims to be the Archbishop of Canterbury when Mike is spooked and asks who is at his door. The Archbishop of Canterbury is the head of the Church of England and likely would have little interest in protecting the reputation of the Roman Catholic Pope. It was a joke, you dipshit. He was telling a joke.
Yeah, yeah. That was mine also, so I have to find a new one now really quickly.
I didn't steal that from you, did I?
It's so long ago. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
The Spotlight, for those who don't know, Spotlight was this wheel's. What was the movie that took us forever to record? Last Wheel,
Clifford.
Clifford. Spotlight was this wheel's Clifford. Yeah, I think we did end up pulling the same one. Is this a IMDb first?
That we've pulled the same one? Maybe.
Yeah, yeah, we pulled the same exact one.
All right. I don't want to make too much dead air here.
I do like to. Someone watched that movie, and they had the little ticker at the end that had all the cities where popes were be abusing, be raping, and they're like, you know what? They really goofed up on this. They
Okay,
really goo-
here's one. In
do it.
one scene, Walter Robinson's fly is down when he steps out of his office to talk to his Spotlight staff.
Yeah, doesn't he zip it up? I'm pretty sure I remember someone zipping their fly up in this movie. And it wasn't a priest, it was a reporter. It wasn't a priest, it was a reporter.
I guess he was just in his office with his pants off.
Just the fact that you watch this, like someone watched this movie and they're like, yeah, it's really sad what happened to those kids. Yeah, so through much of the film, a Dunkin' Donuts cup on Matt Carroll's desk feature an icon from the DD Perks program introduced in 2014.
I love the notion of someone watching this movie, but what they're just the whole time they're just closely paying attention to Michael Keaton's crotch. So they, oh hey,
It was him.
his
Yeah.
fly's open.
His fly was because he zips it. He zips it.
Look, if you take your pants off and neatly fold them, and then they don't crease. Whole episode of Seinfeld about that.
Yeah, well, when really sad what happened to all those kids. It's a really sad movie. So when Mike Resendez enters the globe after getting out of his cab, a stab market sign, invisible stab. Yeah, it's like fuck off. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Do you have a dad joke? I hope you don't have a dad joke for this one.
Should I come up with one?
I was working on an angle about like the Boston Globe, but the world being flat, and like with journalism falling flat on its face. But I've got nothing.
I was debating trying to do one of those, like, if a pope shits in the woods or type jokes, but
If you move around churches every other year, you might be a pedophile. Just turn Jeff Foxworthy's redneck jokes into pedophile jokes.
if you read sermons to people, you might be a pedophile.
You might be a pedophile. If you sit in an office that's shaped like an oval, you might be a pedophile. That's it. These are going to be bad. So, just like Jeff Foxworthy's routine. Let's spin the wheel. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Let me pull this wheel.
This movie bummed me out. And I watched it weeks ago at this point. Watched it weeks ago and now I'm just bummed. I'm fucking bummed.
It is not I mean, it's a good watch, but it's if you
I will say it's a harder watch with kids. Not the kids aren't watching it with me, but having kids after becoming a father, it's a harder movie to watch. Come here, son. Let's watch Spotlight together.
I'm spinning the wheel, by the way.
Come on, let's watch the Mark Ruffalo classic.
It is Drive.
All right, sweet. Got some people. We're gonna have a guest for that one.
Ooh, another one.
We're gonna have another Matt from the I'm Not Crying podcast.
Oh, well, that's not allowed.
Second Matt ever to appear on the show. I don't think we've had another Nick.
2 Matts? I don't think so.
It's too many. It's too many. This will be a good palate cleanser. Though this one's also really sad because he's a misunderstood drive man. Stunt man.
All those people that died, they all had families.
Fuck, they did. Even Bryan Cranston's character.
Hey, this is 2 movies in a row where someone from Mad Men is in it.
Who's who's in this one?
Joan.
Joan's the love interest.
Is she his love interest? I thought they were just, like, partners.
I could have sworn she was the love interest.
I don't know if there is a love I don't know if I'd call her a love interest.
Doesn't he kiss her on the elevator and then stomp that guy's face in? Here, let me see.
I don't remember the kiss. I
Let me see
remember
if
this
this.
I remember the stomp.
Let me see if this is streaming anywhere in the States. I just have the opening song ready to go in my head. Boom, 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 boom. When they played that at the end, at the closing ceremony of the last Olympics, I got pretty hyped. I was like, yeah, man. It's on Philo. Fuck, I guess I'm gonna have to find a D, a V, a D. No, Carrie Mulligan's the love interest.
Drive. Alright, if you are in Canada, it is on Crave, it is on CTV, and it's on Tubi.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to browse my local library tomorrow, see if I can find a copy of this movie. I want the jacket. I still want this jacket.
Everybody wants that jacket.
It's such a good jacket.
Ryan Gosling? A lot of great jackets.
Ryan Gosling, the movie star.
Yeah. He's worn a lot of great movie jackets.
He was killing in that blue suit in The Nice Guys. Is this our second Gosling? This is our third Gosling movie.
Overall, yes. Second
I
of
think
this wheel.
second of this wheel.
Yeah, because we've done The Nice Guys, we had La La Land before, and yeah, Drive. But yeah, he's got he's got the Drive jacket, he's got his little trench coat in Blade Runner.
Oh, I love that. I love that. He's already got like he's been what, a star for 20 years.
Yeah, he's got a nice little yellow raincoat in Project Hail Mary.
I do love that raincoat. That's a
It's
nice
an
raincoat.
it's a nice coat.
It's the only part about the Earth scenes I like is that raincoat.
I like all of his sweaters.
Sweaters are nice. Okay, my library does have a copy of it, so I need to go get that tomorrow. Sweet. It's in Oh wait, no, this is the book. Someone No.
It's a book?
No.
It's a book?
Somebody wrote the book. Is it the novel? Wait, was it a book first or what's going on here?
I'm Googling this. Oh,
I don't know.
it's
A
based
book
on
based
yeah.
on the movie?
No,
Or
the movie is based on a novel.
I did not know this. This is news to me. Well, I'm not reading the book. I'm sorry. It's not happening. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so hey, watch wherever you can, and then pick up what. I'm excited to have a non-depressing movie.
It's good to
Nothing.
it's always great when you get to just watch Ryan Gosling as a silent man who yearns.
Just yeah, he does staring contests throughout this one, and then he does a staring contest with us, and we're
Yeah.
like trying to see if he's alive. Good fucking. Oh my god.
That man is very good at playing just sad men who yearn.
And you know what? I'll say it. The director, the writer, whatever, the follow up movie he did after this, which I think was Neon Demon, also really good. I liked Neon Demon. There, I said it. There. Sure, it's long. Sure, it gets up its own butt, but I like it. I don't think Matt's ever seen it.
I have not. Is that the one with Nicole Kidman?
No. Good question. Neon Demon. Wow, 2016. No, that is Elle Fanning, Jenna Maloney, Keanu Reeves, Christina Hendricks again, Bella Heathcote, Carl Glusman, Abby Lee, Desmond Harrington, and Charles Baker.
Was that his
Of course,
follow-up to this? I thought Only God Forgives was his follow-up.
I think this is his follow-up. I'm pretty sure. That's Nicholas Winding, right? Refn or whatever the fuck his last name is.
I just call him Heartman.
Oh, he is Heartman, isn't he?
He is.
God damn it. Okay, so yeah, Drive, Only God Forgives, The Neon Demon. I do like Neon Demon. Hey, he's got a movie out this year,
I've not
by the
seen
way.
Only God Forgives, but according to this Wikipedia page, it was booed by people at Cannes, which makes me really want to see it.
You never hear about the booze.
Yeah, it wasn't booed by everybody. Apparently, it also receives a standing ovation, but it was booed by a lot of people.
Budget of 4.8, box office 10.6. The man makes money.
I think nothing can sell me more in a movie than tell me it was booed at Cannes.
Yeah, you tell me that, I'm immediately like, I have to see this.
Yeah, yeah.
Is this streaming anywhere? Only God Forgives. I don't even know what it's about. It's Gosling again, right?
Yeah.
It's on Tubi. It's on Tubi in the States.
Oh.
I'm more excited about this now than I am for Drive.
Honestly, me too. Was Drive booed at Cannes?
Reception. Where's the can? Yeah, the film has received a very divided response at its Cannes press screening. It was booed by many of the audience of journalists and critics while also receiving a standing ovation.
Only God Forgives in Canada. Okay, it's on Plex and Hoopla. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna watch Drive first, but I gotta see this movie.
And then when we're talking about Drive, you can let us know, like, yeah, that should have been booed. The man makes movies pretty cheap. Like Drive was his Neon Demon, budget 7.5 million. This new one, Her Private Hell, they don't have a number on it. Only God Forgives, he made for 4.8 million. Like whatever everyone should just take note from this guy. He apparently can make them real cheap. And maybe I'm out of touch, but maybe I'm not. I was looking to see if they had his video games listed here, because I think he's been in other video games too.
Has he? Well, he doesn't do the voice. It's just his likeness, I believe.
It's just his model.
Pretty sure.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's
right.
skadoot.
Tell your friends, tell your family, whatever you do. Don't tell your mother.